If you are new here, welcome, Karibu. My name is Mpesa, and this is Mpesa Finance. It is your number one YouTube channel for all things making money, mostly online. We also talk about side hustling as well as passive income opportunities. So you are welcome to the live today. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about how you can finance your dream life. So a lot of people keep asking me, hey Eva, I want to do ABCD, I want to travel the world, I want to build my dream house. How do I go about it? And that's what I want to talk about, some of the tips that have worked for me, and I believe that they can work for you as well. So I guess the number one thing we need to talk about is what I will call cash flow. So what is cash flow? So in basic terms, cash flow is money in versus money out. So when it comes in, it's cash inflow. When it goes out, it is cash outflow. So for you to finance your dream lifestyle, it means you need to have your cash flows in place. Yeah. And you have to be able to monitor that and control it. So one of the reasons why most people are not able to finance their dream lifestyles is because they do not have enough money to spend. So how do you solve the problem of not having enough money? Most of us are usually tempted to lean on either reducing our expenses or on increasing our savings. But that, in my experience, is not the best way to handle your cash flow problems, because sometimes you have already gone like to the lowest of the lowest you can go. So for example, in Kenya, right now, the cost of 1 liter of oil is about $5. So you either have $5 if you want to buy a liter of oil, or you don't have. It doesn't matter how much you want to reduce your costs. That's just the price. And if you want to increase your savings, the inflation rate, the last time I checked, is 8 point something. So that means it doesn't matter how much money you had saved. If your bank is not giving you more than 8% of interest, then you're pretty much, your money is losing value. So that's why I encourage you to focus on either increasing your income, get extra income, or increasing your cash flows. That's the easiest way to work around it. And for you to be able to increase your income streams and to increase your cash flows, you have to stop being afraid to take risks. That is what some of us struggle with most. We worry too much about other people. We are afraid to take risks, and it becomes very difficult. If you are not ready to take risks, it becomes difficult to even increase your income streams, because you're going to start having issues like, where am I going to find time? What if my employer finds out? What if the business fails? Yada, yada, and those kind of other issues. So how do you finance your dream life? By either one of these, that is by either increasing your income or by increasing your cash flow. So number one, you have to change your mindset. Yeah, I have heard of a saying that says, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Both of them are correct. So you have to believe that your dream life is possible, and then you have to find ways to make it happen. So rather than focus, for example, on doom stories, you must have seen a lot of, even like if you are watching like Kenyan YouTubers, a lot of them are talking about, oh, this is the price of stuff. Oh, guys, you can't believe the price of this has increased. Oh, the price of that has increased. Oh, there's going to be a real estate bubble. So you have to stop focusing a lot on these doom stories and being paranoid, and be optimistic, and take that time to work on yourself, on your hustle. And instead of wasting time on social media causing drama and just doing a lot of stuff that doesn't help anybody, instead of focusing on the Netflix and chill, how about you focus on your mindset? Like they say, the money game is lost on the mind, which means it is also won in the mind. So number one, change your mindset. If you want to finance your dream life, you have to change your mindset. Yeah, believe you can, and work towards it. And then number two is to increase your value. So you've obviously already heard they say you get paid what you are worth. And fortunately for you, you have the opportunity to decide how much you are worth. And the easiest way to increase your worth is by increasing your value. You have to work at increasing your value, which will in turn increase your cash flow and will enable you to finance your dream lifestyle. So when you go to Facebook, for example, or you go to TikTok, or you go to Twitter, or you go to Instagram, for example, what are you going to do there? Are you just going to go there and cause drama, or are you going to use those platforms to increase your value? And how do you increase your value on social media? For example, you increase it by solving problems. Find out those things people are complaining about and try and find solutions for them. So while other people are there in the comment section making noise and trolling others, find out what are people complaining about and how can I solve those problems for them. So if you are in the knowledge economy, for example, that's where I am at. I basically find information and then I try and dissect it into bite-sized pieces for my audience. So I spend my time scouting the internet and seeing what are those things people are talking about, what are those things people are complaining about. You will find me in Facebook groups in the comment section. I'm there looking for what are those things people are talking about. And if I find some that is relevant to the three topics I talk about, mostly making money, side hustling, and passive income, then I'll come and talk about it on my YouTube channel. So I'll give you a practical example. Bill Gates, his yearly wage is $4 billion US. So I was doing the math. If his yearly wage is $4 billion US, then that comes to around 456,625 US dollars an hour, which is 7,160 US dollars a minute. Bill Gates makes this money not working, but making other people work for him. And then you come to Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods gets paid about 50 million US dollars a year. That in my math translates to about 5,700 an hour. That's US dollars. So you can see Tiger Woods uses what he does to earn $5,707 an hour. He plays and that's what he makes, 5,707. Bill Gates uses other people, his networks, people who use Microsoft, and he earns 456,625 an hour. That's his value. That's what value he has created for himself. So you will notice that the easiest problems that you can solve to create money are those that you face as an individual. What would you wish to have had? So let's say, for example, one of the reasons why I started my Travel the Ivam Tali YouTube channel is because of the visa problems I used to face over time. And I assumed if I am facing these problems, other people might also be facing the same problems. So every time I got a visa from a different country, I would come and talk about my experience. I'll talk about the requirements. This particular channel you are on at this time, I started it because I used to do, and I still do, a lot of work online. So I started documenting my experiences so that people who come after me don't have to go through those challenges. For example, if they have questions. For example, when I started teaching on iTaxi last year, I decided to document my experience so that those who come after me have a blueprint to look at and find their footing. So if you have experienced a problem or a pain point and you have overcome, then you can talk about your journey. If you are still in the process of overcoming it, or you're still going through that experience, you can also talk about it and come up with a solution, which, like in my case, is digital content. And then the second easiest problems to solve are those of your acquaintances, your neighbors, your friends, your relatives. Those are the second easiest problems to solve. And the hardest problems to solve are those of strangers. Interestingly, they pay the most. So a practical example is what I do on YouTube. I don't know 99.9% of my subscribers. I don't know them. I don't know the people who follow me, the people who watch my videos. I don't know any of them. I probably know like just a handful, but it's the most fulfilling because I have to work extra hard. I have to put myself in their radar all the time. I have to be looking for what issues they may be facing so that I can try and provide solutions for them. So that's what you want to do to increase your value. The easiest way to do it is by creating content, by solving solutions for other people. That's exactly like what I do. And you can also do it by creating community. So for example, we are talking about like, what I'm doing right now. I have a YouTube family. You can do the same thing by have a Facebook group. You can go to TikTok, you can go to Twitter, you can go to Instagram, anywhere you can create a community for yourself, create content for them. And the best thing about going through this angle is that you don't have to have known these things. Like I'm literally winging it. You learn as you go. I had zero experience in content creation when I started. And of course, when I look at my videos today, they are definitely much better than they were when I started in 2018. So you wanna keep learning as you go, and thank God for the internet. There's a lot of free stuff. You wanna find out how to edit a video, there's a video for it. You wanna find out how to speak on camera, there's a video for everything, and it's free of charge. Yeah. So take advantage, invest in your journey, invest in your skills, and see how it can help you. And then number 3 way to finance your dream life, I've already touched on it a little bit, is to start a side hustle. And you don't have to have the most groundbreaking solution or business idea. It could be anything. Like I have mentioned, I personally teach on the internet, and I'm not like teaching English or anything. I am teaching my native language, the Luo and Kiswahili. I am on YouTube. I am a YouTuber. I have 6 YouTube channels. I am a blogger, and if you're wondering, is blogging dead? Like, yes, blogging works. You can make money on your blog, and you want to watch the next video in the series. I'm going to be sharing with you how I was able to still make money in the month of September, even without posting any content. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you are tuned for that video. So you can sell stuff, physical stuff, like I sell Maasai baskets and curios and all that stuff. You can sell printables, you can do courses, and you don't have to like have fancy software to do that. I have somebody that I know who does a life coaching, paid life coaching on WhatsApp. And she gets her clients from Facebook groups and word of mouth, and she's making money. Like you don't need anything fancy. As long as you have a topic you are well versed in, and you can put it in a way and present it in a way that helps other people, then there's room for you. You can do planners and sell them. Watch out for the ultimate Eva Mtali Move Abroad planner that is coming to you by the end of this year. You can do workshops. We are actually having a workshop sometime towards the end of this year, and we're going to be talking about vision boarding. We're going to be talking about side hustling, just most of the topics we talk about on this channel, and you don't want to miss that. So those are some of the side hustles you can consider, and just pretty much anything that solves a problem for anybody. Number 4 key to finance your dream life is just forget about that degree, forget about that diploma you got in university or in college. Just keep them aside for a while, and it's gonna bruise your ego, but it will work in your favor. Yeah. And it's unfortunate, but most of these university degrees that we have, most of these college diplomas and certificates are worthless. They're not even worth the amount of money that we spent on them, and it's a very bitter pill to swallow, but it's the truth. And just to accept that it's a waste, kubali yaishe, and then move on from there. It will set you free to be able to pursue what is really worth your while. Yeah. So if possible, go and educate yourself for these streets, these harsh streets that we find ourselves in. I will give you a practical example. I am a trained accountant. I actually have a bachelor's degree in accounting. I have a master's in accounting. I did my CPA, certified public accountant. But just looking at about 7 years of accounting education that I got, and how much of it that I use now, I had to actually go and re-educate myself on those soft skills that they don't teach you in uni. I had to come and learn, unlearn, and then relearn and learn and learn. Basic things like speaking on the camera, speaking on the internet, teaching online, doing stuff, writing. Those they don't teach you in uni. But those have been the most fulfilling ways I have made money. Those have been the most stressless ways I have made money. And I would encourage you to forget about your degree for a minute and see how much it will change how your outlook is on life. Last but not least, claim, manifest that dream life you want to finance. What do you value the most in your life? And then you have to figure that out. Is it travel? Is it a house? Is it a car? Is it all of that? And then you need to figure out how you're going to finance this. You have to claim, you have to manifest. And I love a Bible verse I like to quote, Jeremiah 32 verses 27. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? So if you are a believer, this is a Bible verse you can keep claiming every day as you manifest your different financial goals, your different dream life. This is something you can manifest. And the advantage is that it helps you to achana with the poverty mentality. Maisha ni ngumu, life is hard, I'm so broke, will I ever make it in life? Just pity party that doesn't help anybody. When you rely on a verse like Jeremiah 32 verse 20, there's no way you're gonna go on a pity party. And let's say, for example, in Kenya, it is a public holiday on Monday. So that gives like 3 days of a weekend. If somebody invites you for a road trip, don't start crying, oh, I don't have money. No, ask them, how much is it? Where are we going? Such kind of, abundance mindset kind of questions. And then your focus should be on how do I increase my cash flow, and rather than how do I reduce my spending, like, oh, I'm already so broke, I'm not going to spend on another road trip to Namanga, for example. Focus more on, fine, a road trip to Namanga will be really helpful for me, for my mindset to, to relax and all that. How do I finance that trip? Maybe come and shoot a video on YouTube, maybe go and offer a course, maybe go and sell something. So that's the mindset you want to have, one of abundance and not poverty. And well, guys, that's it for today in terms of how you can finance your dream life. If you want to learn more tips like this, you want to subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell so that every single time I shoot such fantastic videos, you do not miss out. Thank you for staying up to the very end. I will see you on the next one. Hey guys.